Today, after 4 years of economic growth, corporate profits and stock prices have rarely been higher, and those at the top have never done better. But average wages have barely budged. Inequality has deepened. Upward mobility has stalled. The cold hard fact is that even in the midst of recovery, too many Americans are working more than ever just to get by, let alone to get ahead. And too many still aren't working at all. So our job is to reverse these trends. It won't happen right away, and we won't agree on everything. But what I offer tonight is a set of concrete, practical proposals to speed up growth, strengthen the middle class, and build new ladders of opportunity into the middle class.
You just heard President Obama's State of the Union. Now I'm about to give you the state of Chicago and the state of the urban community.
What it did was solidify our expectation, which is very low, of this president because of his actions, and the fact that what he did was confirm the lack of involvement, the lack of concern for our community. He doesn't care.
He's been more hurtful to the black race than he has been helpful. Now, for a lot of symbolic reasons, a lot of people accept that, or should I say, most well-to-do blacks or those who think they're better off, they accept that for symbolic reasons. But those of us at the bottom of the ladder, we don't accept that.
Mr. President, you know, we'd probably be better off with you cutting your presidency off right now. Just quit. Because if this is what you call helping us, then just stop helping us.
This State of the Union was the same old, same old. A bunch of talk and rhetoric to give faith to a dying economy in America. And the reason why our economy is dying, because the president approach, as always, is to place blame on the corporate world. It's to place blame on the rich. The blame is equal. It's not the 1% problem. It's not a 99% problem. It is an American problem. And the problem is patronage, nepotism, and cronyism.
And he turn around and say he's going to sign an executive order to create a minimum wage for federal services only. But what about the rest of us who don't have jobs at all? He hasn't addressed that issue. How is he going to create jobs for us? How can they create jobs for us if they don't bring us into the market? How can they create jobs for us if we're not at the table with them?
So the president, to look at what this president just did, is really a shame, because he didn't address any or none of the problems in our community.
And that State of the Union was not a State of the Union. It was a state of the position on how the same old people is going to continue to get the same old resources. And I'm talking about these politically connected non-for-profits, the unions who has forced their conversations into the State of the Union. I support a higher wage, but I know with the higher wage come higher prices.
I have a graduate degree, and I've been unemployed for 4 years. What's going to happen if you raise the minimum wage? How is it going to affect me? How am I going to get a job out of it?
Increasing the minimum wage is not going to put unemployed people to work. It's not going to fix the economy. Creating industries and businesses in America which will create jobs is going to help our economy rebound.
I didn't vote for him because I knew he had done nothing as state senator, to then go to become senator and then further became the United States president. He had never done anything for the community. He didn't know the people in the community. All those things you see him they talk about in Argyle Garden, he wasn't doing that stuff for real.
He trumped all the problems by talking in a grandiose, general type way, generalizing all the problems, the issues, and making it just real fuzzy and real warm. We might have just had a cup of cocoa after he got through, because we didn't get nothing out of this but another real fuzzy, warm, beautiful statement. And everybody get up that was the powers that be get up and eat, and we all go home hungry again.
What Obama did was perpetuate a reality, perpetuate a narrative that is so far removed from what is really happening to us as poor people, as black people, and as young people.
But in Chicago, there are no Republicans, no Tea Partiers. This is one of the most democratic cities, but it's the largest city, one of the largest cities where they're starving our people out. I say to the president that you have done a grave disservice to us, and you'd be better just go ahead and step down. I mean, you can't turn this around. I mean, it's to the point to where that in which we knew from the beginning, because we're from Chicago.
It is our job to hold our government accountable to not only the words that come out of their mouth, but the funds that they release. It is our job to hold all elected officials true to the constitutional values that they say they represent.
Some require congressional action, and I am eager to work with all of you. But America does not stand still, and neither will I. So wherever and whenever I can take steps without legislation to expand opportunity for more American families, that's what I'm going to do.